Aha!
Hi everybody, sorry it's been a while since I've posted a video, just generally things get in the way, but you probably know what I'm on about, life in general, but just thought I'd give you a quick update on where I am with the 76 rebuild. Last video I put out regarding this, ignoring my nice trip up to Bingley Hall, which I enjoyed, the indoor show. That was really good. Spent a lot of money, got a lot of parts, but this is an update on where we are here. Last video was messing about with these front end panels, trying to get bonnet gaps and door gaps and eye panel gaps and all that kind of thing, trying to get things to line up, which we pretty much succeeded with. The inner wings, happy with the position I found, happy with about how much of the panel I had to cut off, the angle that the inner wing was coming out at, all that type of stuff. Marked it all up, cut the inner wings down, and really the dry build was complete for the front end. It was just a matter of stitching it all together with some welds, but with a capital but, something has stopped me in my tracks with it. Not bad news, depending on how you look at it, but just a slight detour. It's going to affect the project moving forward. It's a slight detour, but I'll take you off the stand after I've taken the bonnet off, and I'll give you a look, see. So let's get this bonnet off. There's also been something else that you may notice about the Mini. It's no longer on the rotisserie. I built, because I had some spare wood, I built this rigid stand for it. What I did was I had a bit of aluminium, so front end's on a bit of aluminium rectangular tube, so's the other one, and then I welded some bits of old door handle I had on the end, and they bolt through to the slinger trolley brackets which I mentioned before, so there is a use for them. I suppose this is kind of how the shells moved around the factory in a similar fashion, just to keep them from bouncing around everywhere as they were rolling along. But I'm going to fit these wheelie bin wheels on the bottom eventually. They were late in coming, so that's why they're still separate. So the shell will rise up in the air a little bit, but again I've deviated. I'm just going to show you what my issue is with the front end. That is the slight issue. I spotted something on eBay. I think it was eBay. Yeah, it was on eBay. And a chap over Dudley was selling a 1.4 Nissan Micra engine. So this is the lighter style of engine with the without the distributor. It's got coil pack on, a 5-speed box, twin cam 16 valve. It came with a subframe, it came with the drive shafts, it came with the inlet manifold, the standard Micra one. I'm presuming this is a standard Micra exhaust manifold, even though it may have had some adaptation for them in it, because there's a bit of a buggered about downpipe there which fits onto it, which swings it underneath the sump. But so dead lucky getting this really, and the reason I think I was lucky is because it's a converted subframe, and I'll give you a few more details on that later. But it's a twin bolt converted subframe, which I've never seen before. And as this shell, as I've said before, is the twin bolt. It was almost had my name on it. I was the only bidder. Woo! And I got it for the starting price. But the inner wings aren't going to sit, if there's anything left of them, into the position. There'll be a bit more of that one left, probably the radiator side, whatever I do with the radiator. But that side, the block of the engine, really eats into it, so there's not going to be much left of that one. I've still managed to get the outer wings on and the front valance, just about. I had to cut those metal brackets off the front end, which do the attachment to the inner wing. I don't know if you remember them lower down, because there's no way they were going to fit on there. But the front end is bolted onto the subframe, even though I had to slightly modify the subframe in a couple of areas. But I'll show you another video, hopefully soon, of how this engine and subframe fit into the shell. It's probably not in the traditional fashion. I've had to already do a few modifications just for my own personal taste on the subframe. So hopefully I can still get this front end and all the work I've done trying to get the front end to still fit in the same fashion. So the stand is there to allow me, well, the stand when it's on the wheels will be high enough that I can manoeuvre the engine on the subframe on this trolley, which is under there somewhere, hydraulic trolley. So the subframe and the engine will be on there. You just push the engine and the subframe underneath the car, which is why I've got it sat so high, and you just jack the trolley up and the subframe and engine lifts up into the gap all in one go. So yeah, slight curveball, but I think it's exciting. I think it's me learning stuff I've never learnt about before, increasing my knowledge about fuel injection and air sensors and all the other kind of sensors out there. There'll be differences obviously with fuel tank and fuel rails and fuel pumps and inlet manifolds and cable clutch and all that type of stuff, but you know, if other people do it, don't see why I can't do it. Yeah, so it should be an interesting project which I'll take you along on the journey on. I've already got a little bit ahead of myself on a couple of things, like where to fit the alternator, Things are tight, there's really not much room in there, but I think that'll be a good journey. I'm not going to leave the old A series behind. There'll be another project as well I'll be working on. I've got a what have I got over here? I've got my old MG Metro engine down there, which I want to do a rebuild on, take it up to 1380 maybe, replace the clutch. The gearbox is a bit sloppy, so I can either rebuild that or fit on the other gearbox I managed to buy as well, which I've got under there. And maybe change the final drive to a 3.1 or something, give a bit of high-end cruising. But yeah, so there'll still be some A series work. So I'm not leaving that behind, which hopefully will please the traditionalists. But I think this will be interesting. I'll be starting at the beginning. I'll be learning some lessons. But I think I might have to get my TIG welder out and do a bit of fabrication work, which should be good. So yeah. How to make drive shafts, how to make inlet manifolds, how to make exhausts, how to get those inner wings, and then Christ, the electrics. Yeah, but luckily there's a chap about 4 units down. I might take the camera round with me one day, who is a Nissan expert, but more to do with big stuff, Skylines and GTRs and all that type of thing. But still Nissans, still technology the same. I'm pretty sure, well, I've already seen him and he said he'll help me out, so maybe I'll learn a few things from him. So yeah, look out for the next video, should be a good one.